Yeah, everything okay?
Yes.
Can start?
Yes.
Okay, then we start. Sawadee and welcome to Night Business Training, your training partner for small and medium-sized companies. My name is Klaus Geschwandner. I'm a trainer at Night Business Training. Our topic today: the English TOEIC test. Today we find an answer on the question: is it possible to improve a TOEIC score with a short, dedicated TOEIC test preparation training? To give you a fast answer: yes, it is possible to improve your TOEIC score with a dedicated TOEIC test preparation training. I assume you want to do the TOEIC test and you want to finish the TOEIC test with your very best score. Looking at job advertisements, we often find that a certain TOEIC score is required in this job advertisement. The typical score which is requested is somewhere between 500 and 700 TOEIC points to understand the TOEIC test. The TOEIC test is a multiple choice test, and you get one question and 4 possible answers, but only one answer is correct. Then it's important for you to know that the TOEIC test evaluates 5 skill levels, and for each skill level, you need about 150 hours of training to get from one level to the next level. And with the 10 hours TOEIC preparation training, you will not improve your English skills. The only thing you do is you train to do a test, to get familiar with the test, to start to think like the test makers. That's only what you do. You train to perform in a certain test, but you do not improve your English skills. What you also train is to be fully concentrated for 2 hours without break. With the training, you can improve your TOEIC score by 50 to 100 points. This is our experience from the past. And these 50 points equal to about 5% of the maximum TOEIC score you can get. For our understanding, these 50 points, 5% of the maximum, that should be your goal when you go for this training, your minimum goal. For the TOEIC training, we need some training material. And there are a few ways to get this training material. One option would be to go to a bookstore and you buy a book like this. This is a quite old one, few years old, contains 6 TOEIC tests and has a CD-ROM for the listening part. Another option to source training material is that you spend some time on the internet and you simply search for TOEIC testing sample, and you will see there are many samples you will find. And our personal favorite for TOEIC training is YouTube. There are nearly endless videos about TOEIC training, listening, reading, everything on YouTube. So YouTube is our personal favorite for TOEIC training. Every training needs a training plan. And this training plan will look very similar. no matter whether you go for expensive TOEIC preparation training or you do it by yourself. What you have to do by yourself will always be the same. 4 days before you have your TOEIC test, you start with the training. And on the first day, your job is to go to the internet and source material, testing material, to look for complete listening parts and for complete reading parts. This might take maybe 30 to 45 minutes. And after that, you already can start with the training. And on the first day, you search for the content and then you train already 2 hours just by zapping around through these files you have found on the internet, maybe on YouTube. The goal is to find at least 3 complete tests. That's a task for the first day. Find 3 complete tests and train already a little bit to solve them. On the second day, you do a complete TOEIC test, which will take 120 minutes. 60 minutes listening, 60 minutes reading. After that, you note your score. On the third day, you do the same TOEIC test you have done on the second day. And if you have trained well, your TOEIC score should be significantly higher. You should not have done the same mistakes you have done on the day before. And on the fourth day, on the last day, you take a new TOEIC test. Reading, listening, 120 minutes. And then also you determine your test score. And after the third TOEIC test, your training score should be, as I said, training goal 50 points higher than it was on the second day when you have done the first complete TOEIC test. Your training scores should look pretty much like this. We also have a few TOEIC tips for you. In the listening part, it's important that you stop listening to the wrong answers they may tell you in the listening part once you know this is the right answer. So if you already have identified, answer A is my solution, or B or C, then you do not listen to the following wrong answers. Just, B is my answer, mark B, finished. This gives your brain a few seconds time to get refreshed and to get reloaded for the next question you get in the listening part. Important is, listen. If you know, mark. Don't think much. If you start to think, then your brain is still working on the last question, you get the new question. And so you have lost 2 questions. The fourth part and the last part of the listening section is quite difficult. And my personal tip on this is to make some very fast notes somewhere. The time for the reading part is, for very most candidates, very, very, very short. That means you must read very fast and very efficient. Have a look. This is my TOEIC score from the year 2012. In the listening, I got the maximum points, 495. But I lost points in the reading because I was simply too slow. Summarized, to come to a decision, what are the facts? We have 10 hours of training, and this 10 hours will improve your TOEIC score by 50 to 100 points. And when we look at the cost, if you do at home, and I think you can do, you have 0 cost. We think, save your money and train on your own. There's enough material available. If you have any questions or wishes, write them down in the comments. If you like, give us a like, and if you want to see more, do not forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching and good luck for your TOEIC test.